Good morning, Rabbi Sai. What do you guys? What do you have going over there? Which one? Yes, charata. Rabbi said this breakfast today is a very, very special breakfast, sponsored in honor of the mitzvah today of Yaakov Yitzchak Einhorn. Get over here, Yaakov Yitzchak, get over here. That is schos. Yeah, love yourself. I say, Mazal Tov. You learned 4 Masechtas with us since Makis?
Well, he needs a bar mitzvah geld.
No. Avi factor, whatever you give, I'm giving double. Let's go. What do you got? What do you got? Let's go. Oh, look at him.
How do you take a check?
Mazal Tov, you should, your father, your mother, the guys in Mishpucha should have a lot of nachas from you. I continue steiging. We're going to finish Shas together. Wow, here he is. Today's the Boy Bayoim? Wow, where did you do the Anochas Tefillin? By the real Magid? Oh, you did it here? Over here. Yeah, Vada. Okay. Rav Isai. It's still coming in. It's unbelievable. By the way, Chas v'shalom, if the money will go to the koilel or to the rest of MDYs, nothing's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? People are counting. Let me see. There's 525,000. Wow. They're making a killing over here. Baruch Hashem, top-notch staffing is our new sponsor for $10,000. Yishkoyach Gadol Ma'oid. And all the other sponsors. You know what? Let me go through some of them over here. Zivug Hagon, Meyer Fischel, Mitzvah Motivators Fischel with the $25,000, Romanian formation, BRG. Listen, Daniel Benedict, he was here last night, BRG. And don't forget the big guys on top over here. We have the one that for 3 years straight, he was the first one and one of the largest ones. Avi Kamiansky, Yeshikoyach. And Lezeichen Nishmas Moshe Ben Peretz, Yudah Ariel Ben Yaakov HaKoyim. Anonymous, in honor of all the MDY wives and mothers that encourage us to do the daf. He gave $50,000 and I don't know if I know who he is even. Bemis. Maybe I heard. Who else do we have here? Dofarkas is coming to our Shabbaton all the way from Australia, 18,000. And Eichlers, 1-800-EICHLERS. Rabbi Yisai, there's still a lot of room on the gold page. Well, right over here, there's like an empty box on the bottom.
There's more room on top.
Mark Belsky. No, seriously, Mark, if anybody needs to get like a bridge loan or any kind of schmack loan in real estate, Mark Belsky, why not? Give him the business. Why give it to somebody else? Although there's other. That's his father, cheers.com. From Ari Schwartz. Noble Wines. Support our guys. Adar Global. He does Turkey, something about Turkey and I know, Turkey. It's like Turkey, something to do with Turkey, apartments, top security alarms, pellet farms, Adar Global, Turnkey, BHLG. Ilan Davidovici, I think, was together with Olive Branch. No, something, I don't know. Okay. Maybe not. Home and Stone, Rabbi Isai, from Ape Tukotsky. You needed tile? Get from Ape Tukotsky, favos nicht. RB Bedella Lighting, something like that. Lighting, Howard Saif. Cornelius. Claire, you need a shaitel. What does Claire do? I think. Yeah. H&G Builders. If you live in Florida, if you get bit by a alligator, you go over here to Peretz Chesel Herman. He's our, what is he? Where the alligators live in the Everglades. In the Everglades, the Everglades lawyer. Blackberry Recruiting. HYK Ventures, if you need any. What do you guys do over there? CFO Services. If you need CFO services, why not go to Hillel? Rabbi Isai. If you need meat, why not go to Benny? All right. Lemaisa, I'm not going to wait until the Shabbaton to say we all owe a tremendous Hakaras HaTov to Yossi Klein. He put all this together, all it. Besides his business that he has in plumbing, Yom Avalayla on the phone, recruiting, getting more and more people. So Yishkoyach Gadol. What is this? Oh, where is can we get on Zoom? Which one? Yeah. Okay, got it. Do we have on Zoom the Benedict guy from Australia? Listen to this from Yanko. Oh, Mazal Tov. What's his first name? Aaron. Mazal Tov Aaron on his brother's chasana all the way. I think he's in Montreal though. He lives in Australia. Montreal. Wow. And he does Zoom. He's on Zoom every single day learning Torah. Unbelievable. Gewaldig. That was very small from you. Keep on steiging. Mazal Tov. Can listen to this email. Rabbi Isai, can Reb Nachman Seltzer please speak Motzi Shabbos this year at the Shabbaton, being that everybody wants to hear him? Baruch Shekivanto, he's our speaker on Motzi Shabbos. Shmuli Sommerfeld. If you sign up for the Donors Fund, can easily donate stock. Okay, so Rabbi Isai, listen to this Maisa. Maisa Shahaya. I'm not making this up. Avi and Noam were telling me about this dance deal where you could download the entire Art Scroll library onto your phone, and it's like instead of $1,000, it was $300, $299. So like, why did you tell me? Why did you tell the Olam? It's like, oh, we forgot. I said the MDY, the guys from MDY would really benefit from it. It turns out that somebody did put it on some of the groups. Some guys took advantage, but like the next day, Reb Gedalia Zlotowitz came to visit me here in Ramat Shemesh, and I okay, good idea. Let me, one of the things, Reb Gedalia, maybe he could do something for the MDY Chevra. So here goes. Let me show you this video over here. It's a long one.
Rebelli, it was great being together last week, sitting in your house, having an opportunity to schmooze, and I'm so happy you brought up to me that you heard about this Dansdale special where we offered the entire Art Scroll digital library for someone to download on their own iPad, iPhone, Android device for only $299, $700 off the regular price. You mentioned to me that many of the people in your Chabura were not able to take advantage of this sale because it ended on a Friday. It was a short period. Many of you people live in Australia, all over the world, places they weren't able to get it. You requested that we make the deal available for your Chabura.
So, B'kitzer, Rabbi Zai, it's available tomorrow for 24 hours on Dan's deal. It includes Shas in Hebrew and English. It happens to be, I want to show it. I want to bring my iPad. I use it every day, Kimat. Because I put it on my treadmill and it has the whole Shas. I don't have to keep on bringing different Gemaras and everything. And you do next. It's very, very geschmack. You could use, it has regular Gemara. And if you don't know Pshat or something, you click one button and goes straight into the Art Scroll. Hebrew, English, you can find. It has all the Mishnayos. It has the Chumash. It has the Siddur. You know, the Siddur that tells you that today's Rosh Chodesh Siddur. You know, the smart Siddur what? Kids are many, many Svarim. I think it has some of your books in there also. So, $299 tomorrow. If the Olam wants to take advantage, well, he wrote me a whole email also. 9 million hyperlinks. So when you're learning a Gemara and there's a pasuk, you click on it, it goes straight to the pasuk. Beis Halevi, Shari B'Tachem, Mesilas Yesharim, Kiz Shulchan Aruch, the Stone Edition Chumash. And yeah, I don't know. Could Avremi, could they put it onto our? It's not going to work on our tablet. It should. Avremi says yes, it could. So we don't have the link yet. Tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow I'll show. This is just the special sales, 24 hours only. Don't miss this. Dan Deals will be pushing it. B'chulu, b'chulu. I want to show you guys. Actually, did I do this thing? Oh, did I show this yesterday? I think I did. With the 2-year-old that says yes. Yeah. He calls me Rib. Noam sent me a video right before Shir which brought tears to my eyes. It's going to make you emotional. It might not bring tears to your eyes, so I'll show it in Mill Shir. The Masechta sponsor, David Salomon, dedicated in memory of it. Remind me not to forget. Reb Shmuel Baruch Ben David Salomon, dedicated in memory of Avi Moiri, Reb Shmuel Baruch Ben Reb Chaim Tzvi Doiv Zichron Levracha. If anybody want to know who David Salomon is, he might be coming to the Shabbatoni. He reserves rooms. Beis Hashem is coming. Masechta sponsored anonymously Nishmas Doidi Shlomi Yehuda Zichron Levracha Shmuel Chaim Asher Shokav Lo Mekachim Kol Chayav anonymous Zechon Nishmas Nachum Tzvi Ben David. Sponsored by Skybrook Capital in honor of our friends Meir Kovacs, Taki, and Shamshi Shlavrak for the devotion to Torah study and the Shir. Joel Gedalis, Nishmas, my father Jack Gedalis, anonymous Aslach Baruch Nitzvah Gashmias. Monthly sponsors Tzvi Jacobs for Refuah Shlema for Bracha Bat Chana, anonymous. Please daven for Refuah Shlema for the world's best dad. Ariel Ben Chayesar, anonymous. Bracha Ad Lidai. Baruch Tzvi Nisim Ben Shoshana Leah. Yehuda Ben Yomim Ben Chava. Weekly sponsors Ariel Simon Refuah Shlema. Avi Moiri. Baruch Ben Miriam. He was, or still is, the head of the mathematics department in Caltech. Is that how you? Is there another way to say it?
Head of the math department.
Head of the math department, one of the most prestigious math schools in the world. Now you know where this guy comes from. His parents are geniuses, Bemis. He wrote books. What did he write? Books. How many books did he write? 40 books on math. More books than Nachman Seltzer on math. How many do you have?
Many books on math.
How many books did you write? No, books. Yeah.
All right.
No, how many total?
Almost 56.
56. Bad. David Green for Refuah Shlema.
And I didn't go to high school.
David Green. Now you tell me after we hired you. David Green for Refuah Shlema for Chana Rivka Bat Yosefa. Daily sponsors you, the chef, for Yud Kislev on my father's 38th yard side. Yisrael Ben Avram Yosef. Anonymous. Lili Nishmas. Our Zayda Yaakov Ben Yisachar Stefansky. A true Ovid Hashem upon his 89th yard side. You hear this? Nishmas, our Zayda, Yaakov ben Yisachar Stefansky. It's my father's grandfather, because my father's named after him. Yaakov ben Yisachar Stefansky, true Ovid Hashem upon his 89th yard side. There's a lot of stories. You know what? I didn't see this before Shir, but the one story that I'll tell you, it kind of encapsulates the Stefansky personality shtickle, and that you'll know, like, whether it was the gate over there, whatever, any kind of maisa that happened. I'll say the story. There was he gave a hashgacha in Switzerland, and there's rumors about a certain butcher that he did foilish shtick, as they say. It wasn't so. So he went in there, and he told the guy he has to close down his store. So the guy says, absolutely not. So he stood by the door of the store, the entire, for hours. And as customers came in, he says, "Da verkaufmen treif." They sell treif over here. And people just walk away. So the butcher got upset, and he came at him with a big knife. A cleaver. So Rabbi Yaakov Stefansky pulled out his knife, and he said, "HaChoshud on treif is choshud on ritzicha. I came prepared. You want to go? Let's go." That's a Stefansky. Daily, does it explain a lot? Especially when you grow up with these stories, like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do. By Yiddi Schwartz, in honor of the birth of our baby Leah Miriam. Is Yiddi Schwartz in the Flatbush thing? Maybe he goes there. Oh, Mazal Tov, Reb Yiddi. Are you Reb Yiddi? Sit down, you with the t-shirt. Yeah. Oh, Mazal Tov. Yeah. The fighting, who's Yiddi? I thought he meant me. I had a baby also 6 years ago. Oh, not me, Yiddi, okay. Yiddi Schwartz, Yossi Maskowitz, Linishmas Imoy, Sorry Yuta Bas, Reb Yosef, Yud Kislev Yortzad. You said it's Favep, the Sunday morning share. Anonymous, for the Refuah Shlema for Rivka Naomi Bas Sheva Batya, month. Refuah Shlema. Yonatan Edom Meshav Bracha, Refuah Shlema Mordechai Ben Esther. Refuah Hayela Daniel Zev Ben Hayela Esther. The amount of hours that these persons, I'm just thinking about one of these names I just read. The amount, I'm talking about hundreds of hours, is not even a guzma, maybe in the thousands. The amount, Yossi Klein, Yoimam V'layla. Even, it's like Yaakov Avinu Lahav, they're going to sleep and thinking and learning. This is, they go to sleep and they think, they get up, it's Yoimam V'layla. Okay, Shkoyach Gadol Moed. Rabbi said we're holding on top of Ayin Zayin Amud Aleph. To remind the Olam, we're talking about a fellow who's a Mitzayra. Or he thinks he's a Mitzayra, he's not even sure if he's a Mitzayra. He went to a Kayan, and the Kayan told him something, and he wasn't sure if the Kayan meant that he's a Mitzayra Musgar, a Mitzayra Mukhlat. Basically, it's not important for now, but he's doubting his status. Thank you. He's doubting his status. He doesn't know if he's a real Mitzayra or not. He forgot what the Kayan told him. So the Gemara says what you do is you bring a carbon and a jar of oil, and you stipulate, you say, if I'm a Mitzayra, my carbon is the Asha Mitzayra, and the oil is for the Mitzayra. If not, I'm giving them both as a Nadava. It's a Nadava. The difference between a Nadava and the Asham is Kachi Kachim, you can only eat it for one day. And a Shlamim, a Nadava, you can eat it for 2 days. So the Gemara wants to bring a raya from here. The Shimon holds that you're allowed to limit food. It's not a problem of limiting kachim, bringing it to Beis Apsul, saying that, hey, instead of 2 days eating it for shlamim, you're making it 1 day as a asham. That's not an issue according to Reb Shimon. So what do? I'll just show you this again because it's very cute. I'll show you this first. See if this works. First, the guy has to bring this oil. Question is more this is referring to the oil. It's more complicated. In step 1 is you bring the oil. He took the thing, made it into a 1. 2, you put the oil. You first have to do kmitza to the oil according to Taisus. So one of the Rishonim says, I forgot who, maybe the Rabbeinu Chanal here, says you freeze it. So you're able to grab it like this. Interesting. Oil can't freeze? No, not freeze. Like karush, congealed. Yeah? Congealed. Okay, so the problem is, once you do kmitza, the problem is that you're missing oil. So you add oil, and you make it tnai, and then you do the sprinkle as if he's a Mitzayra. And then you have to, now the Gemara is going to ask, but what about the extra oil that you added? That came, step 3 comes after step 2. So there's no kmitza. The kmitza was in step 2 on the added little amount of oil that you added to the jar. You didn't do kmitza on it. So the Gemara says that you do pidyon in step 5, you redeem it, and then you get to eat it. So let's see the video just for a second. Why not? Here we go.
סליחה, אתה מיצורה? כי אני רואה שיש לך שמן וגם כבש.
האמת, אני ספק.
אתה ספק? מה הכוונה ספק?
מצורע, ואולי לא, מצורע, ואולי לא. אם אני מצורע צריך לוג שמן לעזה, 7 הזעות. טיפה על האוזן, על האגודל ועל הבוהן ימין, ומה שנשאר לאכילה לכהנים הכהנים, אבל אולי לא, וזה רק שמן נדבה, הכהן קומץ ומקטיר, ומה שנשאר לאכילה לכהנים הכהנים, אז מה אני עושה? מה אני עושה? אחי, יש פתרון מדהים. 1, אתה מביא לוג שמן, מקדיש אותו או למצורע, ואולי לא, או לנדבה. 2, הכהן קומץ ומקטיר את הקומץ, אבל זה חסר. 3, אתה מוסיף שמן ועושה תנאי, אם אני מצורע זה קדוש, ואולי לא, ואם לא, אין לאף קדוש את הגוף. 4, הכהן מזה מהשמן, אם אתה מצורע אז או עזה, ואולי לא, אם לא, זה רק מים. 5, את השמן הנוסף פודים. 6, ומה שנשאר לאכילה לכהנים, הכהנים. מצורע ואולי לא.
All right, so we'll remember some stuff. Ask the Gemara, Daf Ayin Zayin Amud Aleph. If we're looking at the steps here, 1, 2, 3, Bo'eke Shirayim de Boy Melinu. Bo'iko Hach Purta de Lekomet Levei. Is that little bit amount of oil that you added and you didn't perform a kmitza to it. And if you don't do a kmitza, you're not allowed to eat it. The kmitza is the matter, as we call it. It allows you to eat it. When you go like this with your 3 fingers, right hand, like this, that allows you to eat it, but there's a little bit of oil there that didn't get a kmitza. So you're right, the parikle. So what does the parikle mean? You redeem it. So I have a question for you. How can you redeem this oil? Where is this oil? It's inside a klisharis. A klisharis, l'chayra, makes it kaddish on the spot. and makes it Kedushas HaGuf. It's inherently Kadosh. Not Kedushas Damim. It doesn't have monetary Kedusha, it has Kedushas HaGuf. Kedushas HaGuf you can't redeem. So for that, we need to see Rashi. Beautiful Rashi that tells us a massive Chiddush. So if you just came for this, it's worth the Chiddush here. Rashi says, it's not like you think, says Rashi, the klisharis emikachim elo midas. It's not just you put it into the klisharis, poof, magically becomes kadosh. You need das. The guy has to say, I want to make it kadosh, and he didn't. It's a t'nai. If I'm a mitzvah, kadosh. If I'm not a mitzvah, not. So he leaves it in a status of kedushas mamay. And he doesn't want it to be kadosh if he's not a mitzvah. So therefore, he can redeem it. As the Gemara, 3 lines from the top of Bayin Zalam on top, the Park Le'echa. Where exactly did he redeem it? If he did it inside the Azara, take a look at this little thing right over here. You have a kli, the kli sharas, in the Azara, full of oil, and then you added a little bit of oil to it. So what status is the oil in the kli sharas? It's kadosh. As the Gemara, if you're going to redeem it with money, you're going to take the little amount, the extra. You're going to redeem that extra with money. So it becomes chulin. You're not allowed to bring chulin into the azara. And if you do it outside, then you took him. Then it becomes possible because you took the oil outside of the azara, outside of the Beis Hamikdash. Or you can't bring the oil outside of the Beis Hamikdash. So what do you do? It says the Gemara Leilam Gavai. It's inside. He didn't bring chulin into the Beis Hamikdash. This vessel was full of oil in the Beis Hamikdash. He did a trick that he changed its status from Kaddish to Chulin. So it happened to be in the Beis Hamikdash now. As Gemara Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Shimon. In general, how could I come up with this whole chap? That you bring the oil and you say, if I'm a Mitzayra, it's Kaddish. If I'm not a Mitzayra, then it's an Adava. You can't bring oil as an Adava according to Rabbi Shimon. Says the Gemara, Takuni Gavrashani. You could, in a situation where I want to help a guy come out of his status. He's hanging there. He doesn't know what to do. He's in a dilemma. He doesn't know. Sorry, so we help him out. Says Taisvas, he asks a question. What? Idoraisa. Then you're not. If Reb Shimon says Midoraisa, you're not allowed to do it. So how does it work? Takuni Gavra doesn't help me if it's Midoraisa. You can't help an individual and be over Issa Doraisa. He doesn't finish off, but obviously I think what he means to say is that it's not a Doraisa. Reb Shimon just said you shouldn't bring oil to the Beis Hamikdash. I love this Gemara because it has to be that our artist. The first time I showed this video on Friday, I asked the Oilam, I said, "What's the mistake here in this video?" So there's a number. Shalom Aleichem, come in. What's your name? From where?
From Eastern Pennsylvania.
Whoa! It's all right. We have seats here. Where do we have a seat? Do we have some? We have here, right over here, under the sign where it all began. Right over there is a seat. Okay. So the mistake was that he did and this is a natural mistake. He brought a goat. You'll even see in the video in one of the scenes he's schlepping a goat, and a mitzvah brings a sheep. But you see that it happens. These kind of mix-ups happen. They shouldn't happen really to Tanaim, Amoraim. I heard, and I didn't verify it, but they said, what's the difference between a Rishon and an Achrain? The difference is Rishonim don't make mistakes. They don't err like with Mefurish Gemara. They're not going to miss, like a serious mistake like that. The Gemara says, you have what?
It's not Hedron made mistakes.
Who says they actually did?
Yeah, but not a Mefurish. No, but against Tovit Bar Mishnah. Like to make a mistake in a Mishnah, Mefurish Mishnah, they. Yeah, I don't know Mefurish. They said that this chaylev is mutter. It's not like a Mefurish Mishnah that says this chaylev. Okay. V'yosef v'kamar mishmei the Rav Huna bet Chlifa. He said, "V'neima osham zeh yashim tali." That's the question. Let him bring one carbon. Instead of saying it's either a asham or a shlamim, say it's an asham called a asham tali. It's a hanging asham, depending on. Interesting. So Rashi says over here. Look at this Rashi. People would ask, what's up with the asham tali? I could bring asham tali for nothing? Says Rashi, yes. Here, creases where it says Daf Yomi, Misnadev Adam Asham Tali b'chol yom. You could bring a Asham Tali every single day of your life. Shein l'cha Adam shein oimed b'savik chet. Every person has some savik chet every single day, and therefore, and then Rashi continues, and very important to us. Says Rashi Givaldik. What did I gain by this? What did he gain? He gained that you don't have a shlamim. We want to say this one animal is either asham or shlamim. What's the difference? The problem is asham you can only eat one day, shlamim you can eat 2 days. But if you make it asham tali, they're both one day. It's an asham tali, you can only eat it one day. So you don't have maybe the whole, what's the issue? How could you say it's a shlamim and it's you eat it for 2 days, or maybe limit it to 1 day? At the end of the day, you're going to only be able to eat it for 1 day. That's limiting something you can eat for 2 days to 1 day, and that's also, that's maybe kachim the base of psul. Now that I'm saying, don't bring asham. Bring a asham, don't bring a shlamim, bring a asham tali. Asham tali is only 1 day to begin with. Regardless whether it's the mitzayra or the asham tali, it's 1 day asham. Huh?
What if the animal is a shlomi?
You could eat it for 2 days.
It's a sophic animal.
Yeah. No, it's a asham. It's 100% asham. It's asham tali. Yeah. What's an asham tali? Asham tali is I'm bringing this animal, and I said it depends if I did an avera or not. If I did an avera, it goes for my avera, and why should I bring it? Because you make averas every day. You speak lashon hara, this, that. You make fun of the magachir, whatever. You have to bring a carbon, or it's made from mitzayra. So it's givaldik. It's the same exact carbon. What?
It's only the choy. Doesn't
It's only.
Give a real kapara. It's only the choy. It holds it.
Correct. The asham tali doesn't give a real kapara. It keeps the avera there until. Yeah. Okay. So zok the Gemara. Shma mino matana the poligale der Eliezer Reb Shimonu. So it must be that Reb Shimon that's arguing. The Omar is not in Masham Tali. He says this all. He asks the question. Why do you have to talk about? And asham and a shlamim he had in mind. It's either this or that. Just say you had in mind that it's asham tali. Omar lei Torah. What's going to be with you? You have so much Torah. You're such a Talmid Chacham. Doesn't make sense to make such a simple mistake.
People say about you, you're the one.
Okay, I hear.
People say about you're the one.
You're supposedly a big Talmid Chacham. Imri b'dichri machlef v'loch. You're confusing the sheep with a ram. A sheep is less than a year old, and a ram is a year in a month. It's two different types of karbanas. How are you making such a mistake? A mitzayra brings under a year. A asham tali is a different type of carbon completely. You should have known that. That's not what. It's already out?
No, they're announcing it though. They announced it though. Yeah.
Wow. It says here $9.99 for the regular download. It's a crazy. By the way, I use it like if you're stuck. What?
The code is MDY.
Oh, the code is MDY and then cool. Listen, it was your. Okay, I'll explain it.
You can also track how many people used it.
Right. No. So what's cool is that it started out from like not telling us about it, and then it turned out no, it's better. It's better now. It's miyuchad MDY. Everybody I guess could take advantage, but the code on Dansdale is you punch in MDY, and you get this. I think it's an incredible bemis. That's why I asked him to do it. I'll tell you, like once in a while I'm stuck like you daven mincha somewhere, and you're waiting for the chazan. What do you do? A lot of it, just look around the ceiling. I pull out my phone, so I debate it because then people are going to think I'm doing news, and I don't want people to think that I'm playing on my phone. But Lamaisa, it's that, or to learn for 1 minute, 2 minutes until the chazan starts. Art scroll app, boom, you write in there, it goes in a second. Why not? Chapa write a little Torah. You can do Shnai Mikra, you can do whatever you want.
If you shuckle, no one's going to think you're looking at the news.
I want to learn Gemara, I don't want to shuckle. Struggling is for impressing people. You're right. Okay. Taira, Imri b'dichri machal. I can't believe you messed up between a sheep and a ram. Zog the Gemara. I want to tell you something that's. You can, maybe one person out there would benefit from this or enjoy it, but don't make fun. I came up with an idea to gamify Shnai Mikra Vechatargum. And Mamish works for me. I started at Bereshis. What's the idea? When I go through the entire parsha from beginning to end, I time how long each aliyah takes me. Let's say it takes 1.5 minutes, so I write down in the beginning of the aliyah 1.5 minutes. And like this, I go through the entire thing, I write down how long it takes me. And then the second time I go around, I want to see if it really takes me 1.5 minutes. Maybe I went too fast, maybe it's too slow. So what I gain by that, first of all, I know, hey, this aliyah is only 1.5 minutes. It's not a big deal. I'll knock it out. And sometimes when I get to the end of the aliyah, I say, the next one is only a minute. A minute, we'll do it now. And in the beginning of the parasha, I put them all together, 14 minutes. I didn't realize how fast it is. The entire parasha usually takes less than 14 minutes. One aliyah, the average is like 2 minutes in aliyah. So big deal to do 2 minutes just the chumash. Then the targum takes a little bit more than it takes me to read in this. It's like a little thing in my mind. I don't know. It helps me. It's a little bit of a game for me. I don't know if anybody would, like against the clock. You're going against the clock. You don't want to go too, no, I don't go quick. I want to understand it. But did it really take me only 1.5 minutes? Wow. And then I know, like, oh, this aliyah is a 3-minute aliyah. Now I'm going to leave for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like it's... Okay? Says the Mishnah. We have limbs. The limb of a chatos with the limb of an oila. So let's think about it a second. Pause. An oila. Everything goes on the mizbeach. All limbs go on the mizbeach. Chatos? No, they don't go on the mizbeach. Certain things go, the emurim go on the mizbeach. The rest go to the kohen. Are you permitted? Rabbi, say, here's the question. Are you permitted stam? You have a chatas. The kohen is not in the mood of eating the steak. Are you permitted to put the meat on top of the mizbeach? Burn it. Be makriv of it. Absolutely not. You're not allowed to. The question is, now I have a mix-up. I have steaks of chatas, steaks of oila, and they're all in one pile. What do I do now? Not to put it on the mizbeach, so now the oila is missing out. To put it on the mizbeach, I'm not allowed to because it's a chatas. What do you do? So we have a machlokes. Not a problem. Put it on the mizbeach. And we have a trick we're going to be using for the rest of the sugya. We actually had it yesterday in the video as well, where the guy, you've seen the video, he pours water. When he's pouring the oil, he pretends in his mind that it's water, that it's wood. Rashi says it's water, right? The last Rashi you pointed out. Over here, we're going to do the same thing. He's going to put the chatas meat on the mizbeach. He's going to put the oil. The oil for sure belongs on the mizbeach. But the chatas meat, wherever you are in this plate, whatever, I'm flipping you into wood to help the fire. You're not a carbon. You're wood. Oh, here we go. The deal of a lifetime returns for Cyber Monday. MDY. This deal is returning to Cyber Monday with the code MDY. Yishmak. Okay, now, let me show you real quickly. Here.
אתה לא יכול לשרוף אותי. אני קורבן של חוטא. אני לא נשרף. אסור לך. אין מה לעשות. התערבבתם, היה פה ערבוב. חלקים של עולה וחלקים של חטאת. חייבים לעלות הכל למעלה. אבל מה זה משנה? אנחנו קורבן חטאת. אסור לך לשרוף אותנו. אתם קורבן? מעניין. תן לי לחשוב.
Let me think about it.
לא! מבחינתי אתם רק עצי הסקה.
You're only wood. Okay. So you think about it, you flip it. Yiddish guy is in the head. I'm not bringing a carbon, I'm bringing wood. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to wait until there's an overnight, they become noisar. I don't think I even said this yesterday. Where's noisar? Forgot to say this, noisar. Okay, Tu B'Tzurasa means it's lina. I thought I put it in here. I guess not. Okay, we'll do this one. Here, Tu B'Tzurasan. Our guy, our weekend artist, Yossi Shachar, he took word after word. This is the Tu B'Tzurasan place.
כאן זה מחלקת עוברות?
It's a play
קח
on,
לך מספר בחור צעיר.
you look young.
יש לך עוד הרבה זמן לחכות.
תגיד, איזה חודש אתה?
אני חודש תשיעי של עיבור צורה.
565, next in line.
Uber, it's like pregnant in English.
זה אני, זה המספר שלי. סוף סוף הגיע התור שלי.
He's out of his trouble. So what do you do? What do you do after you get this? They put you in Beis HaSreifa. He's all excited to go to Beis HaSreifa. Okay. I'm not, Benny, you chapped this last night to Uber, and Uber, now it's coming, yeah, I had to watch it. I'm slow, okay. To Uber Tzurasan it's a lesson of Uber. Uber means a fetus. So you play the whole thing, like you go to the hospital, you ask, what month are you in of the to Uber Tzurasan? Okay, I got it. No, I got it. It's really one day. It's one night. If you're overnight, you're noisar and you're to Uber Tzurasa. Yes. What do you want?
Why are you allowed to push something off into becoming nicer? It's a service time to come.
You know, it's Shevel Taisa. You can't. There's nothing else you can do. Nothing else you can do. My time is the Rebbe Eliezer. Zog Gemara. What's Rebbe Eliezer's reasoning over here? Why does Rebbe Eliezer say you could put it on the mizbeach and pretend it's wood? Oh my crow. For this we must see these psukim. Very, very important to see this. Two psukim over here. We're talking about bikurim. You bring bikurim. What do you do with bikurim? You bring it. You go to the mizbeach. You do hagosha to the mizbeach. You touch the mizbeach with it. But the Torah says ki chol sa'or v'chol devash. What's sa'or, Rabbi Yisai, with a sin? Sa'or, leaven, like bread. And now I put bread on the mizbeach. V'chol devash, honey. What does honey mean? You can't put honey on the mizbeach. It means like date honey. It really means fruit. Fruit. Can't put fruit on the mizbeach. Can't bring, oh Hashem, I want to bring you a basket of fruit. That doesn't work. But what does the next pasuk say? This is super important for the sugya. It's not so clear when you read the words here. Is referring to something else completely. It's referring to leftover carbon. We actually touched upon it the other day. When you put something on the mizbeach, whatever's left over, it's too late. It gets locked out. I put this on, great. But I can't come 10 minutes later, oh, I forgot the leg, let me put that on. Too late. So says the Gemara, the leftover, we're talking about Pasuk Beis now. The leftover of the carbon, I cannot put it on as a carbon. Correct? The Torah says don't put it on the mizbeach. Here, but no, don't bring it to Hashem. Don't say Hashem, here I brought you another steak. But you could say, I'm not bringing Hashem a steak, I'm bringing firewood. That you could do. Rabbanon, Mid Rachmano Isam. Isam is referring to Pasuk Yud Aleph, Ki Chol Sa'or V'chol Dvash. Those two, Isamu Di Atamala, Avatamala Shemaitzim. Those two, Rabbi Isa, Yud Aleph, Pasuk Yud Aleph, those two you can't bring on for Reach Nechoyach, but you're allowed to bring them on as firewood. I could bring a platter of fruit that my friend gave me for Shabbos. I could bring it as firewood, but not as a carbon, but not shiari carbon, but not leftover carbonos. You see why it's a little tricky, this sugya? Because it doesn't mention the shiari carbon. That's the nekuda here. The chap over here is to understand we're talking about the remnants of the carbon. You can't bring the leftover carbon, even for what? Even as eitzim. That's the nekuda here. The Rabbanan say you could bring, yeah, you're right, there's a concept called flipping honey into wood, but that's only honey. It's only fruit. It doesn't apply to animals. You can't make it a chatos into a firewood. You can make bread and fruit. Those are the two things that you can flip into firewood. That's it. And Mamela, we have a machlokes in the Mishnah. I have chatas that got mixed up with oila. Rabbi Eliezer says I could put the chatas on as firewood because the Torah says I could put anything as firewood. Chacham say no, it's limited to two things. Rabbi Eliezer oisom u'deraboy l'chol kevish kamizbeach. So this is a side halacha. No, I talk. You use the word oisom, but for something completely different. That the ramp going up to the mizbeach will give it the halachas of a mizbeach. That's only for sa'ar and dvash. If you put it on the ramp, you're a oiver. But anything else, the ramp is not. It's not connected. It's separate. It's the ramp to the mizbeach. It's not the actual mizbeach. Now, when it comes to karbanos, no, I could learn this halacha of the ramp. I could also learn from the word oisam. Not only that it's wood, that sa'ar and dvash is wood, but also sa'ar and dvash is the ramp. The ramp works for the sa'ar and dvash and not for anything else.
What does that mean? The ramp works for
you have to put certain things on the mizbeach. If you put it on the ramp, you're not yoitza.
On the ramp to be lowered?
Yeah. Let's say I dropped it off over here. Am I over the isser? If I put fruit next to the mizbeach, am I over isser? No. If I take a platter of fruit and put it on the ramp going up to the mizbeach, was it over isser? It's just the ramp. It's the staircase to get up. Yes. The ramp has the same halacha.
Like the mizbeach. In certain places, it's not like the mizbeach.
I don't know if certain places not. I don't know anything that's not.
It's like the mizbeach. There's a staging area. They used to put all the carbon top
No, they make a distinction. They do make a distinction. Yes. No, Rabbi Eliezer makes the distinction that oisam hu the rabbi l'chol kevish k'mizbeach. Only the sar and the vash, the ramp is like the mizbeach, but other things avamidar chin eloi, karbanas not. Rabbanan tar dishmamino. Yeah, so both of them make that distinction. For sar and vash, the ramp is like the mizbeach. Says the Gemara, masnisin loy kihatana. Our Mishnah, and in fact the following Mishnah, also are not like this Tana. The Sanya, Omer Rabbi Yehuda le'nechliku Rabbi Eliezer v'chacham al every chatos shenisar bevarei oila shikru. Everything we just read, says Rabbi Yehuda, I argue with. There is no machlokes between Rabbi Eliezer and Chachamim if our case, what was our case? Shlamim or oila and chatos got mixed up. Says Rabbi Yehuda, I disagree. There's no machlokes. Everybody agrees, put it on the mizbeach. He argues with the Mishnah straight out. Omer Rabbi Yehuda le'nechliku Rabbi Eliezer v'chacham al every chatos shenisar bevarei oila shikru. And they also don't argue b'revev and nirvesh shelo yikru. If you have an animal that was involved in an isser, you don't put it on the mizbeach. Amen nechleku. Al evrei oila tmima shenisar be'evrei balas mum, which is the next Mishnah. He argues on the next Mishnah also. Because I'll remind you the next Mishnah. We learned the next Mishnah already. If you have a mix-up in an oila, you have a balmum oila, an oila that has a terrible blemish, and an oila that's perfect, and they get mixed up, what do? So he's saying there's a machloikis, you could just go ahead and put it on and pretend it's firewood. The one that has a blemish is firewood. But we learned only if you put on one head could you continue putting on the rest of the heads. Because we're going to assume that the head that you put on is the blemished one. That's how we learned it. And that's what it says in our Mishnah on Nomad Beis. But Rabbi Yehuda says no. You can lechatchila put it on. Forget if you after the fact put it on, we're going to assume that was the one. No, forget about after the fact. Lechatchila, take the blemished oila. You don't know that it's blemished. Put it on just in case it's blemished. It's firewood. I pretend it is firewood. And Chacham say, do not put it on. So now I just want to show you this video that made me cry. I think it's an emotional video, and there's a lot to learn from it. There's a lot of kids in this situation, and I was super impressed by this kid. First of all, you could see he's a brilliant kid. He rattled off, you'll see. Tell me what you think about this. Put it out nice and loud.
Hi, my name is Zevachim. I've been doing Daf Yomi for about 1.5 years now. I'm 11 years old. Now I know this video probably won't go that crazy because there's a lot of other kids who do Daf Yomi. But there's one thing special about me is that I'm dyslexic and I can't really read so well. So I just want to say thank you because I know a lot of other cues is they don't really translate it. They just have the Gemara there, and you need a Gemara. With Eli Stefansky, it has it on the board. He explains it. He tells jokes, and I just wanted to say thank you to Eli Stefansky. for what he does. I do the daf every day. I started with Sanhedrin. Well, the end of Babasa I did Sanhedrin, Makos, Shavuos, Vedazah, Holios, and now Zevachim. I'm up to daf by today. I just wanted to say thank you.
Unbelievable. No? Incredible, mamash. I'm tearing up now. No, emotional. 11 and a half years old, and he's rattling off the Masechtas he learned. Not like, yeah, I learned the daf. He learned the daf. He knows. Unbelievable. Okay, tears of simcha. No, there's other kids out there that can mamish use it. There's kids that struggle with reading. The visualization is unbelievable for a lot of people. Okay. Givaldik. Zok the Gemara. Huh? Yeah, you should give him a bracha. First of all, I really hope, what's his name again? Anybody remember his name? So I really hope that your father brings you to the Shabbaton. I want to meet you at the Shabbaton, and maybe he'll speak for the Olam or something. Get up there and give a 2-minute speech. No, that'll be amazing. That'll be incredible. Okay? Zog the Gemara. It doesn't matter where he lives. He could live in Australia. He'll get on the plane with Dofarkas. It sounded like an American kid. Rebbe Eliezer. Oh. The Gemara, Rebbe Eliezer, you're telling me that what, according to Rebbe Eliezer, even Rebbe Eliezer agrees that if the animals involved in bestiality cannot go on the Mizbeach, why? It's not loichazu. Balmum, not a loichazu. Is there a difference between a balmum and a revev and nirva? To me, what?
It's more than buzz. It's something which is not.
That's what I thought also. I was like, when I learned that, I was like, wait a minute, this is disgusting. But you know what? At the end of the day, a balmum is also a mos. The Gemara is going to say mefurish, the word mos on a balmum. So I'll tell you, the one thing I was able to come up with a little bit is that a revev and nirva, you want to make a nafkemina. Revev and nirva, there's no healing. Once it was nirva, forget it. For the rest of his life, it's a nirva. Balmum, it could heal. You have a mum right now that is also to go on the mizbech, but it could heal technically. So we'll see. Depends what it is. Okay, but at the most. Yeah, I guess. Hold on. Let's just read this. Ein Zayin on the base. Says the Gemara, Omer Avhuno, B'dukin Shabayin. We're talking about a cataract. Ba'aliv the Rekiva, the Omar, Imol lo yerdu. It's not a real mum of here. Do I have this? No. Nothing on B'dukin Shabayin. Okay. So, what's the Dukim Shayin? What Dukim Shabayin changed history for Klal Yisrael? The Beis Hamikdash. The whole, they brought a carbon. Yeah. Well, that's the idea. Yeah. We all remember the video, that the cataract is, if he goes onto the Mizbeach, you don't take it off. Says the Gemara, Ein Madom Rebbe Kiva di Avad. Rebbe Kiva is only talking about in a situation when on the Mizbeach you don't have to take it off. He didn't say go ahead and put it on the Mizbeach. Omid Beis is sponsored by Adar Global, turnkey financial services for hassle-free real estate purchase in Israel. Stephen Schwartz, the Nishmois, my parents, Million J. Schwartz, former owners of RNS Deli in Lakewood, New Jersey. Huh? Oh, I didn't say hello to any guests today. You're on the way to the airport. What's your name again? Remind me. Eddie Jack. Eddie, Shalom Aleichem. How long were you here for? Quite a while, no?
No, I came, visited my son, went back home. Came Wednesday night to go to Chasana.
Oh, you're back.
And now I'm going back.
I thought it was like 2 weeks ago that you were here. Huh? Wow. Okay. Shmak, welcome. Say Shalom Shalom. And you, what's your name?
Daniel Goldwag.
From?
Los Angeles.
Oh! We're getting more and more Los Angeles people. But are you guys like together? You go to the Snapple place?
No, I'm at Joshua in the morning.
Got it. Okay, welcome. Who else do we have over there? Shalom Aleichem, what's your name?
Meir Cohen.
From? Shalom Aleichem, Meir Cohen. Anybody else want to say hello? Listen to this. Rabbi Isai, I had a quick idea. I'm saying this out here, maybe somebody could help with the idea. There's always ideas. This one was right before Shemona Esrei. It wasn't during. It would have been much darker during Shemona Esrei. They sell these NFCs, these little buttons. We'll put one button on each seat here in the base medrash. And we're going to put a sign here. Guests, please touch your phone to the button. So all you do is take your phone, you touch it. It will populate your screen. I'll say, Shalom Aleichem, welcome to MDY. Put your name and phone number, whatever, where you live. Okay? That's all you do. Now, an email, whatever. On my screen, I'm going to see exactly where all the guests are sitting. It's going to go to my screen. It's going to tell me your name and a seating chart. Tell me where you live. So I'm going to say, what's your name? And I'll know who wants to be spoken to or not. Plus, I'll have your information. I'll be able to send you like a snapshot of the shir. I don't know, the day you came. It'll be geschmack. And it's not, I just looked it up. 100 buttons cost $25. I mean, and Avremi, we'll give him a job. He'll be able to put it in there in a second. What? Yeah, okay. All right, Papa. You know, I'm saying if you're able to add something to this idea, yes? What? Oh, Shalom Aleichem. Yoeli Eckstein. Monroe, Shalom Aleichem. You're not going to believe it. Last night, I was supposed to say Shalom Aleichem to Eckstein. He was sitting right over there. He was a kid that his parents were here for Shabbos. He was Meir Koenig's a guest. And his parents went back to wherever they went. They had a van. And he said, no, I want to come to shir. It was his birthday. For my birthday, he asked for shul. He's like 17 years old or something. He came his birthday. So instead of getting home at 8 o'clock, he had to take a bus to Yerushalayim, from Yerushalayim to wherever he lives. So he got home after 12 o'clock. And Meir Koenig says, do me a favor, say happy birthday. And the whole thing is sitting right over there. One over from you. And I didn't say happy birthday. I didn't see him. So I had to send him a whole video in the middle of the night. And the same name, Eckstein. Shalom Aleichem from Monroe. Love it. Are you part of the group? Okay, we got to learn. All right, Papa. All right, Papa. Says Rav Papa, we're talking about that it got onto the, like we were talking about before, it's on the ramp. And if it's on the ramp, you just move it over and you bring it to the Mizbeach. Yehochi asked the Gemara, this mix-up happened, it's on the ramp. Why do you have to say there's a mix-up between the Balmum and this meat, the regular, even if it's all by itself, a Balmum is on the ramp, you could put it on without a mix-up. Stop, Balmum, you put it on the ramp, put it back onto the Mizbeach. At the time of the Rebbe Lezer, you can't put it on the Mizbeach. Because it says Mefurish, if it's by itself, mumbam. Mumbam udelo yiratzu. Only if it's mixed into a regular oila could you go ahead and put it on the Mizbeach, but if it's by itself, not. Rabbanon, mumbam udelo yiratzu. I do learn something from the word mumbam, but something completely different. Mumbam udelo yiratzu. Ha'avar mumam yiratzu. I think it's a tremendous chiddush. You have an animal, you're not allowed to put it on the Mizbeach. Oh, I'm serious. Wow, that's what he was telling me. I'm looking at the clock, I'm saying it's 58. Seriously, look over there. It's really 8:07. I'm off by 9 minutes. Wow. Okay, that's why he's all nervous. No, seriously, I'm looking at 58 the whole time. Remy, with all the technology, we can't get a clock that works? It says 59 on top. I know, I'm not looking at the 10. I look only at the digits over there. Okay. Rabbanan, he told me as I walk in, what's his name? Don't look at the clock. Rabbanan, we're only getting to the Mishnah. Boys, don't worry about it. Oh, the wrong Mishnah over there. Okay. That, I think it's a tremendous chiddush. You have a mum and you can't bring it on the Mizbeach. Nevertheless, if it heals, you could bring it on the There's no dichoy over here. Rebbe Eliezer, mibam bahem. Here's the pasuk real quickly. Himoshchasam bahem mum bam. It seems like a double lashon. So I have extra word. V'rabbanim bam bahem lo darshin. No, it's not extra for them, so you can't darshin everything. Says Gemara, Yihachi, Roya, why do you have to pretend that this Balmum is wood? I pretend, the Balmum is wood. When the Torah says you're allowed to put it on the Mizbeach, the Torah says you put it on the Mizbeach, you don't have to think that it's wood. The Torah didn't tell you what to think. Put it on the Mizbeach. So Gemara, you're right, 100%. You don't, according to Rebbe Lezer, you don't have to think anything. According to me, I don't have to pretend that it's wood. Put it on the Mizbeach as a Balmum. Shouldn't you agree with me, Rabbanon? There's a trick. Even though, according to you, the Torah doesn't say you can put it on the Mizbeach, but I have a trick. Have kavana that it's wood, and it'll turn into wood. Poof, it'll turn into wood. You already use that trick when you mix up chatos and oila. You pretend that the chatos is wood. And over there, Rabbanon agree. Says the Gemara, Rabbanon Hachim Isi. You hear this lashon, Ariel? A balmum is mos. It's disgusting. Hasam, when there's a mix between a chatos and a oila, loy miisi, that's why you're allowed to put it on the mizbeach. Rabbi Sai, have a wonderful day.
Merit the schus of spreading Torah throughout the world. Sponsor a shir today. MDYsponsor.com or sponsor at MDYDaf.com.